What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 10, Episode 6. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What's the tea? What is going on? Now, I'm doing this live because I got to go to work today. You know, that's the reason why I didn't do my live last night, mainly due to the fact that I had to work late last night. So by the time I got off of work, the episode was already over with and it had been happened, been went off, all that other stuff. So that is the reason why I'm coming to y'all early in the morning with this review right about now. So that's pretty much the tease of it all. So what is going on now? In addition to this video coming out today, we have two other videos coming out today. They're Yes for the Mess minis, of course. It's dealing with Love and Hip Hop and Tamar, and it's also dealing with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So be on the lookout for all of that today. Okay, be on the lookout for all that today. So those videos gonna start dropping around like 1 or 2 o'clock. You know, I always put out videos like 2 or 3 hours apart. You know what I'm saying? So that's normally how it goes. Um, but what's the tea, y'all? I know it's early in the morning. Y'all know I don't normally do videos this early, but but I got to do what I got to do and work around my schedule, which is some bullshit. But I ain't gonna go into what I'm really mad about when it come down to this job I got. Cause this ain't even the video for that. But whatever. You feel what I'm saying? It's like whatever, girl. It don't even matter. It's 21 of y'all up in here so far, and y'all know that the goal with every single live that we do is to get to at least 100 people with every single live that we do. So I'm pretty sure we'll probably get to 100 today or whatever. But let me tell y'all. So I know since somebody just brought it up, y'all know that I did pop roast yesterday with Alexander Rogers and C Diggy. That was the first time I did pop roast with them, and I will say that Alex has been reaching out to me to work with him on something for a while now, and the schedules just would not align. I almost wasn't able to do pop roast yesterday because it was supposed to be at 2 o'clock, but then they changed my schedule, so I had to be at work at 2 o'clock. So Alex was like, but can we push it up to noon? Can we do it at noon before you go to work? And I was like, okay, cool. So I got up out of my bed yesterday. I made 2 videos for my own channel, and I got finished with both of them in time to do pop roast with Alex and Chris yesterday. And I must say that I had a very good time with Chris and Alex. And this is not my first time working with neither one of them. I've worked with both of them before, but I've never done pop roast with them, and I never worked with them at the same time. So that was fun. I watched that video a couple of times, and I would not mind coming back to pop roast. I would not mind coming back and doing my thing. I got a couple of new subscribers from being on pop roast. So if y'all are in the building right now, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for giving me a chance and stuff. Because me and Alex been in this thing for a long goddamn time. You know what I mean? So, but I must have did a very good job over there since I got me some new subscribers. Okay, so shout out to y'all who just subscribed to me based on what y'all saw on Pop Roast. I definitely appreciate that, y'all. I really do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was a time. It was a time, I must say. It was a very, 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 very good time. If y'all ain't seen that episode of Pop Rose yet, y'all might need to go on and tune in and check it out, if you ask me. That's what I think. Yeah, so that's all I want to say about that. Because that y'all do need to watch that though. It's a fun video, very fun video, very good live. And we didn't have a lot of time because I was the one that was on the time crunch and I had to go to work. But with that being said, we're going into the 5-minute mark. So let's go ahead and get into the show itself, y'all. Okay, so let me pull my notes out, which are right here. I'm gonna start out by saying that this episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville was pretty interesting, if you ask me. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you. I enjoyed this week's episode, so I think I have a whole lot to talk about, and I feel like this live may be between like 40 to like 40 minutes, between 40 minutes and an hour. Whenever it's like 40 minutes to an hour, that means I had quite a bit of things to say. You feel what I'm saying? So for those of you that's up in here right now, go ahead and light this chat up with fire emojis. It's 73 y'all up in here right now. So it should be more more people in this chat right about now than I see, since it's 73 of y'all up in here. Okay. So let's light this chat up so we can start at this 6-minute mark. Okay, go ahead and light it up. And now we're headed into the 6-minute mark. So let's get into what we here to discuss, and that is Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we pick up where we left off last week with Letitia and the Leprechaun. Tisha had stormed off last week because she had had enough of Nell yelling at her. She had enough of Yale being aggressive with her. She just had enough of Nell. She was tired of Nell in so many words. She tired of her. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, she was like, I'm not finna keep doing this. I ain't finna keep doing this. I'm not finna keep allowing you to talk to me crazy. You're not gonna continuously yell in my face and all this other stuff. And I'm like, girl, she really didn't yell at you. So I don't even know what you're talking about. Now, was she loud as hell? Oh, absolutely. She loud all the goddamn time. You know, that's why I nicknamed her as Yell, because she yells all the goddamn time. But was she like yelling at you and shit? Like, no. But you know, was she a little stern with you? Absolutely, because she's a stern motherfucker. Yeah, she was stern with your ass. But was she really loud with you like that? I don't really think so. So Tisha decides to come back because she says she has a little bit of respect for Nell. Emphasis on a little bit. She ain't got that much respect for Nell, but she got a little bit of respect for Nell. A little bit. So after she do that, she comes back and she said, okay, I want to come back and finish up this conversation because I do have a little bit of respect for you and I do like you just a little bit. So I really want to come to a resolve. But if we're gonna have a conversation, I'm not here for you yelling at me. Nell was like, I ain't yell at you. And then Tisha was like, well, if you feel you wasn't yelling at me, then that's fine. But I don't need you yelling at me. I wasn't yelling at you. And Tisha, she slick wasn't yelling at you though. Like, she wasn't. Nah, her voice was a little elevated a little bit, but it wasn't like she was sitting in the coffee shop, like literally like screaming at your ass. Like, it wasn't giving all that. And I just feel like you was giving a lot when you were saying, oh my God, she was screaming at me. Girl, she wasn't screaming at you. I'm gonna need for you to stop it with the fables and the fairy tales, as you know, you giving Anita Baker. She told me fairy tales before I went to bed. That's what it's giving. Like, come on, girl. So just sit down and have the conversation and, you know, and keep it pushing. That's what you need to do. So Tisha reveals that you keep saying that I'm not being transparent because you keep on bringing up these cheating rumors about me and my husband. And y'all, and I'm really tired of talking about these cheating rumors about my husband, considering the fact that it's been the same old thing going on for the last couple of years. And y'all don't understand how these cheating rumors have affected me, my husband, and our marriage. And I'm just tired of talking about this cheating stuff. And if you want to be honest, I'm tired of talking about the cheating stuff. Ain't nobody came with no real evidence that Marceau done cheated on Tisha. Nobody has come with any real evidence on this shit. Now, do I think that he been cheating? Do I think that he's cheated on her in the past? Yes. Yes. I believe that he has. Because Marceau is a smooth talking bitch. So he can smooth talk his way out of anything. So, yeah. I believe that he cheated on her in the past. I believe it. And I don't put none past a man that's smooth as a baby's bottom at the top of his mouth. I don't put none past a man like that. You can't trust no nigga like that. You just can't. And I do feel like at the end of the day, for these rumors to be bothering Tisha so much, it got to be an ounce of truth to some of those rumors. But I can understand why it's bothersome to her, because ain't nobody really gave her no real receipts. All we got is some albino looking ass woman sitting on stage with two losers, Martell and Side Plate, on a stage talking, and that's it. With her and her four stomachs. That's it. So we that ain't even no real stuff. We ain't got no real evidence, no text messages, no nothing. All this shit has always been word of mouth. It was something that Martell said. It was something that Side Plate said. It was something that Saints and Sinners said. It's something that multiple stomachs said. It's always some shit that somebody said. So my thing is, we don't really know what's true and what's not. So I can understand how that shit could be fucking bothersome to her. But I do think that at some point in time, there may have been a situation where Tisha might have caught Martell doing some stuff. I do think that. I've always thought that. But that shit can be, that shit can be tiring at some point. Like, okay, y'all keep on telling me that my man cheating on me. Okay, y'all been telling me that for years. What more do you want me to do with this information? Do you want me to leave my nigga or what? Because I'm not going nowhere. Because I ain't leaving Kurt. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? I ain't leaving Kurt. Y'all gonna keep on telling me about my damn bullshit with my marriage, and I ain't leaving Kurt. So what y'all want me to do with that? So I can definitely understand how that shit could be a tad bit tiresome to Tisha. You feel what I'm saying? How she don't want to hear about it. And on top of that, Letitia said Nell should understand, being that she went through infidelity in her own marriage. So when Tisha said that this shit affected her in her marriage and she's tired of it, Nell kind of backed off and kind of understood Tisha more so at this point. I think that's what people really wanted from Tisha, though, because Tisha has always put this facade on, in my opinion, that her marriage to Martell was very perfect and ain't never had no issues, when any relationship has their issues. There is no perfect relationship. So I think that by her admitting that there was some issues in her marriage due to the fact that people were coming out saying, oh, your nigga cheated, your nigga did this, your nigga did that, that was bothersome to her and things like that. And so it probably became too much for her. Honestly, that it probably did. But I think that's what people wanted to hear, because Tisha always made it say, my husband ain't did nothing. My husband ain't never gave me a reason to think that he did nothing. Well, clearly he did, if this shit is bothering you then. You feel what I'm saying? So that's it. I'm not the one that's, and let me just tell y'all, I'm not the one that's on the whole Tisha Martell cheating rumor situation and all this other stuff. I'm not even on that. I've never really just been on the Tisha and Martell hate train like that. Never really did, because I ain't give a fuck either way. But I do understand where she's coming from, but I do understand what others is coming from when they say that they don't really reveal a lot about their marriage, like Saints and Sinners and that damn bitch ass bald headed ass nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting from it. Nell reveals that she's a certified life coach, and she apologizes to Tisha. And I just feel like, for Nell to be a goddamn life coach, is she coaching her own life? Because it looks to me like she got her own goddamn issues going on in her own goddamn life. So I'm just trying to figure out who the fuck is she coaching? And how do you become a certified life coach anyway? Like, do you go to school for that? Like, I ain't here trying to question anybody's occupation. I'm just asking the questions that the people want to know, that the congregation want to know. That's all I'm saying. How the hell do you become a certified life coach? Do you go to college and say, I'm going to get a degree in life coaching? I'm just saying. So don't be mad with me for asking questions. Because don't sit up here and look at me and act as if y'all ain't asking the same goddamn question. But okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Because just as well as there's Saints and Sinners fans, there's some Tisha fans out there. Well, not really. This ain't got nothing to do with Tisha. There might be some Nell fans out there. You feel what I'm saying? But whatever. But we're gonna move on to the next thing, okay? Kimmy and Maurice. So Maurice, lemon drop head ass, decides that he wants to come over to Kimmy's office to have a conversation with her. They greet each other, they meet each other, they hug each other, they kiss each other. They're this wonderful couple. And Maurice reveals that he's going to meet Martell. And I'm trying to understand why. why are you going to meet Martell? And Kimmy is just as confused as I am. Because what the fuck are we meeting with Martell for? So Maurice says that he's meeting with Martell because he feels like Martell is spiraling and Martell is not necessarily being himself, being that he's spiraling. And I feel like that's bullshit. And I feel like he's not doing anything different than what he's been doing for the time that y'all have known him. And it looks to me like Kimmy was really on the same tip when on the same tip that I'm on. But she probably is because me and her are both Aquarian people and we kind of sniff through the bullshit. And I'm just like, why are we talking to Martell about anything? Why are we trying to have a conversation with Martell about any motherfucking thing? And why is talking to Martell even important? This is the thing that I don't understand about these people in this group. They all say that Martell ain't shit. They say that Martell is a bitch ass nigga. Well, I be saying that, but they be saying all this shit about him, but still want to be cool with him. Then when he come out and he put them on blast, then they all say that he be lying on them. But if he's a big ass liar like y'all say that he is, why the fuck do y'all keep on trying to be cool with him and keep on trying to be in his good graces if he's such a fucking liar? Y'all sound dumb as fuck. Like, I never understand it. I never get it. I just don't understand the purpose of any of this shit. Like, why do y'all do that? You feel what I'm saying? I'm so sick of everybody constantly doing the same shit. Y'all got to keep on having these same come to Jesus moments with Martell every time we turn around. And it's not making sense to me. Why do y'all want to be cool with this bitch ass nigga knowing that he ain't shit? I don't understand. So Kimmy was like, I'm really confused by your actions, Maurice. Like, why are you sitting here acting brand new? Like you don't understand that he been acting like this. Like he been acting like this. And that's what I'm saying about Martell as well. He been acting like that. So why are we sitting up here acting as if we don't know that? But Kimmy, let's be for real too. Your ass was sitting up here saying that he's a good guy every 10 minutes, even while he was dogging out saints and sinners. Okay? Regardless of the heinous ass shit that he was doing to her, you were still around here saying that he was a good guy, and you were still sitting around here hanging around this man, and you were still being cool with this man, even though he was dogging saints and sinners the fuck out. So my thing about it is this, and I ain't defending saints and sinners at all, because you know I'm never on her team on most things anyway. But what I'm saying is, you saw that he was a dirty, low-down son of a bitch to her, and all that bullshit he was doing to her, but no one said nothing. Y'all was still cool with him. That's the thing that I don't get. But when he started doing something to y'all, now y'all want to sit up here and act like y'all are so appalled and so goddamn surprised that he doing it to y'all. If he could do it to a woman that he was fucking for 15 years and had all them kids with her and all that other shit, then why the fuck are you so surprised that he would do it to y'all? A sociopath don't care who he sting. If he can sting a motherfucker that's the closest to him, he gonna sting you motherfuckers. Y'all ain't shit to him. If he could do that to his own family, he'll do it to y'all. But it's only when it happens to y'all that y'all see this motherfucker for who he really is. Because I get it. Y'all don't like saints and sinners. And based off what I see on this show, I didn't care for her ass either. But a lot of the stuff that Martell was doing to her was unwarranted, and it didn't make no damn sense. And she wasn't wrong with the way that she was moving when it came down to his ass. So this is a situation where y'all could not see past y'all dislike for one person, that y'all were willing to pacify an evil motherfucker who turned around and did some evil shit to y'all. And now y'all paying for it. That's how I feel. And I'm telling y'all right now, I ain't never on that Saints and Sinner train, because she did some bullshit too. But I'm just calling out for what I see. Y'all knew this motherfucker wasn't shit. He been not being shit, and now y'all seeing it. It like for a motherfucker like me, if I see you doing that to one person, I know you'll do it to me. I know my day coming. I didn't seen that shit. I'm sitting around here hanging around with a bitch ass nigga that's out here doing a bunch of fuck shit to somebody else. I'm sitting here watching this motherfucker do the shit to somebody else. And I'm like, now watch you turn around and do it to me. He ain't did it to me yet, but watch him turn around and do it to me. Not even a year later, the bitch ass nigga did the same thing to me. And I wasn't surprised. You know what I said, Scotty? You should have walked away when you said walk away. You should have walked away when you saw him doing it to somebody else. But since he ain't do it to you, you felt like you were safe. Bitch, you ain't safe. He do it to them, he gonna do it to you. And that's exactly what happened. So be mindful. When you see a dirty motherfucker that you cool with and you know they're a dirty motherfucker and you see them doing some dirty shit to somebody else, keep that in mind that the shit the person gonna turn around and do that shit to you. Be clear. Be mindful. Don't be sorry. Be mindful. Hold on, pull up. Okay? I'm just telling y'all what I know. I ain't telling y'all what I heard. I ain't telling y'all what I'm telling y'all what I know. Okay? And you can take it however the fuck you want to. I'm just being for real. Kimmy says that it's Martell's own fault. It is his own fault. All this shit been his own fault. But y'all was, oh, he's a good guy. Oh, he's a good guy. Oh, he's a good guy. Shut up. It been his own fault. Y'all didn't want to see that because y'all were mad at another bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here. So then Maurice said, but have you ever seen it from... Do you ever see anything from Martell's point of view? Why would she see it from his point of view, Maurice? And why the fuck are you seeing it from his point of view? You should be the last person seeing it from his point of view, being that he's been trying to rope you into this bullshit too. So what the fuck you trying to see it from his point of view for anyway? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Are you both on? Because I know you ain't got the sense that God gave you. Because I'm trying to understand why the fuck are you trying to see anything from his point of view, which make me feel like he knows some shit about you and that you don't want it to get out. So you're trying to be cool with him so it don't get out. That's what it's giving, Maurice. And you and your brother, Marcel, got that shit down pat. Y'all know how to ruffle folks up. Y'all know how to pretend and deflect. That's what y'all know how to do. You and your brother got that down packed. That sounds like some Scott brother shit. That sounds like some shit that y'all are masters in, honestly. So I'm just gonna need for you guys to get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like talking about some scene it from Martell's point of view. Who gives a fuck about Martell's point of view? I don't give a fuck. Are you serious? No one gives a fuck about Martell's point of view. Maurice says that Martell is one of the nicest guys that he met. Is he? Then Kimmy says, but Maurice, you've had multiple conversations with Martell about stuff like this. And at the end of the day, Martell doesn't respect you the way that you respect him. And he looks at you like an extension of Marceau. Boom. And y'all can say whatever the fuck you want to say about Kimmy, but she ain't lied now one time when she said what the fuck she said. She did not lie when she said that. Maurice got all this respect for Martell, but Martell don't respect him. And he shows it every time. He does not have any respect for Maurice at all. And y'all can say like I said, you can say whatever the fuck you want about Kimmy, but she didn't lie one time in this conversation. She knows what she's talking about. Martell don't respect him, and Maurice clearly don't respect himself if he's still sucking up to him. Nigga, you sitting up here advocating for a bitch ass nigga who ain't got no respect for you or what you got going on or your marriage. You don't respect him at all. So what the fuck we talking about here? What the fuck are we talking about? He don't respect you, bitch. He don't respect you. Listen to your wife. And you still sitting up here trying to see something from his point of view. From his point of view is, you're Marceau's brother. I don't fuck with Marceau, so therefore I don't fuck with you either. That's what it's giving. He don't respect none of you motherfuckers, and y'all still be trying to be all close to him. And I get it. We on the show. We got to work together. We got to talk to each other. But let's not be fake about this shit either. Okay? Like, no, I'm not with it and I ain't got time for it. And then Kimmy says that Martell doesn't think she says that Martell lost his family and he's looking at Marceau and Maurice and he feels like they don't deserve to still have their families or be married. And she also says that it's a waste of time for Maurice to even be having a conversation with Martell. Agreed. And people been saying that from the very beginning. Martell is mad because Saints and Sinners left his ass high and dry after he disrespected and cheated on her ass for half a decade, humiliated her in public, and did all that other shit, turned her people against her, and all that other stuff. After all that, and she left him, he clearly knows information about these two men that he did his dirt with, and they still got their wives and their kids and their families, and he's sitting up here struggling and left with nothing and got to sit up here and deal with a hot plate that serves her kids popsicle sticks at 6:30 in the motherfucking morning. That's what he's left with while they still walking around having family trips with their wives and their kids. So of course he probably feels like, I ain't the only motherfucker that was doing dirt. These bitch ass niggas was doing dirt too, and they still get to have their wives. I'm not the only one with a secret at this table. I'm not the only one at this table. Terry, have you told your wife that you went and got a DNA test done on Ken because you didn't think that she was yours? Oh, Martell, don't go telling secrets, man. Oh, no, Mike. Y'all talking about me. Y'all put my secret out there. Let's put everybody's secret out there. Okay? Let's put everybody's secret out there. Okay? Terry, do you know that your wife went and got her tubes out that she had, Kenya? That's what Sheila told me. Okay? Gavin, since you guys are acting like the perfect couple, have you told your wife how could she be so stupid and not strap in your son? Okay? You are a low down dirty bastard. Oh, shut up. No, you shut up. Marcus, please tell this woman. I pray that the truth sets you free, brother. I pray. But can you tell this woman how you went and got a shot because you got BD? Now let's talk about condoms, huh? So you got BD? Who you been with? Can we talk about this in private? No. It seems like we've been talking in private enough. How long have you had it? A week. Was it Keisha? No, you didn't get it from her. You got it from Walter. What you talking about? I ain't gay. No, I slept with him. I got a shot. I was just waiting for you to say something. Boom! That's what that is giving. That is what Martell is giving. Y'all put my secret out there. Let's put everybody's secret out there. That's what it's giving. So all I gotta say is this. Y'all just look stupid. Y'all just look stupid. That is the problem. Y'all just looking dumb because y'all been sitting up here having this motherfucker back knowing that he's a dirty, low-down, dirty bastard. Y'all been knowing that from the beginning and y'all still held him down just because y'all were having problems with Saints and Sinners. And at the end of the motherfucking day, I don't care for Saints and Sinners like that at all. But her feelings about Martell was never wrong. And I was always team Saints and Sinners when it came down to Martell. You know what I mean? Because he was doing her dirty. He was shitting on her. He was humiliating her. He was embarrassing her. And everybody knows this. When I was doing Love and Marriage Huntsville all the way back then, even back then, I would take up for her squeaky voice, country, Alabama sounding ass every time when it came down to Martell. And everybody knows that. So, no. Kimmy and Maurice, y'all full of shit to me, honestly. And I don't even dislike Kimmy, but you been feeling that way all this time. So why you never just asserted that from the very beginning? So you've been seeing Martell for the fuck nigga that he is, but in the same breath, you sitting up here talking about he's a good guy, he's a good guy, he's a good guy, he's a good guy, he's a good guy. He can't be too now. He not that good because he didn't threw your husband in some bullshit. But he been throwing your husband under the bus just like he was throwing Marceau under the goddamn bus, and y'all was still trying to be cool with him. That I don't understand. But I guess it ain't for me to understand. Just stupid. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna get into Letitia and Marceau. So Letitia and Marceau was talking to Macy and talking about her taking more responsibility with the hair care line that she got going on. Let me tell y'all something. Macy ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit. She ain't trying to hear nothing they talking about. She ain't trying to hear nothing they talking about. That girl 13, she don't give a fuck about that hair care line. What she cares about is the money that she probably gets from it, but she don't give a fuck about no promotion. That girl 13. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. When I was 13, I was sitting up here wondering if my mama was gonna buy me the new Ashanti, not Ashanti, because that was when I was 14. When I was 13, it was Ashanti. When I was 13, I was hoping that my mama bought me the new the self-titled Ashanti album with Foolish and all that other shit on there. I was begging her to buy me that and Sweet Southern Hummingbird. I wasn't thinking about no damn promotion. I wasn't thinking about no goddamn promotion. I was thinking about my next Ja Rule CD. I'm like, are you going to give me the new Ja Rule? You going to give me the TLC 3D album? You going to give me that? That's all when I was 13. That's all the fuck I was thinking about at 13. Give a fuck about promoting no damn business. The fuck? But anyway, moving on. Let me see. She recaps the conversation that she had with Nell, and she's still acting like a black Karen. Acted as if that lady just screamed in her face. Tisha, that lady didn't scream at you. That lady didn't scream at your ass. I don't even know why you acting like she did. She didn't even scream at you. Assertive, yes, but she didn't scream at your motherfucking ass, Tisha. Stop being a Karen, okay? Like, she ain't scream at you. She's talking about the transparency conversation. And she was like, Marceau was like, well, what do we need to be transparent about? And all this other stuff. There's a lot y'all need to be transparent about. Be transparent. Letitia was being transparent in that scene with Nell. Even though I feel like Nell is a hypocrite because she ain't been transparent about a lot of stuff. And a lot of folks want to sit up here and argue on with me about Nell, about what I said about Nell last week. But I stand on what the fuck I said. At the end of the day, she's not that transparent either. Yeah, she said that her and Chris had marital issues because he was a liar and a cheat. He was a lying, cheating pumpkin eater, well, pussy eater, and all that other stuff. So we know that. But she was badgering Tisha and Kimmy about this damn interview, this low budget ass interview that Martell and the Hot Plate did together. But she didn't want to talk about the interview that Lexi did with motherfucking T. She didn't talk about that last season. So if she didn't talk about that last season, then why the hell do we need to be talking about this interview? That's all I was saying. But y'all want to be Team Nell all of a sudden because y'all don't like Tisha. Y'all really be doing the most with that shit. This damn one thing about this Love and Marriage Huntsville fandom, they never ceases to amaze me. They never ceases to amaze me. They only on somebody's team when they going against somebody that they don't like. But just last season, y'all were mad at Nell when Nell said how she felt about Saints and Sinners and the way that she felt like Saints and Sinners hurt her feelings. But y'all was mad about that. But now all of a sudden you on Team Nell. Ooh, y'all are so, y'all are transparent, okay? For real. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, I just felt like when Tisha was sitting there talking to Nell early in the episode about how the rumors affected her marriage, that was probably the most transparent that she was when it came down to her marriage with Marceau. Because like I said, her and Marceau wants to sit up here and act like they're Patricia and fucking Gavin from Why Did I Fucking Get Married? And they're not. They're not, okay? Let me see. I'm just wondering why they weren't able to really address the interview last season. Did they even reach out to T to get his permission? Okay, I think T would not mind me answering this for him, so I'm going to answer it for you. They sent T an email last season asking for his permission to use that interview. So T responded to that email, and he told them that they had permission, long as they give him credit. They had the permission. So why they didn't use it, I don't know. So yes, they reached out to T about the interview. They did. They reached out to him about it. And we thought they were going to play it on the show. We thought that they were going to talk about it on the show, but they didn't. So I don't know what happened, but they definitely reached out to T. They did. I ain't going to sit up here and act like they didn't. So T don't mind me saying this, but you know, I saw the email. Me and JoJo, we saw it. They definitely reached out to him because he told us and he showed us email. So I don't know why they didn't talk about it. Let me see. Why these people were a whole marriage counseling and we're separated and we never even knew that. That's true. Let me see. Could Lexi have stopped it? I don't know. Nell talked about it when she went on Carlos' show. Are y'all talking about when she did that live with him the other day? Because you know, I wasn't interested in nothing that you know that Nell talking about, you know. But let me continue on. So when they was talking about, she said that Trisha and Nell were basically calling her non-transparent. Like they were basically saying that they weren't transparent. Did I see Jeremy in here? If so, hey friend, I'm sorry. I was just so into my damn my reenactment that I didn't pay attention to the chat because I could have sworn I saw Jeremy in here. And I see her name used to be making a headache, but I think it's talking shit with Shayna. How are you doing, by the way? When I see content creators in here, I gotta make sure I show them love when they're in my chat. But let me see where we at. So hey friend. When I say hey friend, I'm talking about Jeremy. Hey friend. But yeah, so after that, Marceau says that Tisha needs to watch not Jeremy. Tisha needs to watch Destiny because she's a friend to everybody. That was interesting to me. You want to know why that was interesting to me? Because I thought that was real funny that he said that. You want to know why? It's only she needs to watch out for Destiny because y'all don't fuck with Martell and she still does. So I find that funny because it was no issue for you guys to still fuck with Martell when Saints and Sinners did not want y'all fucking with Martell. And I just felt like, hell, y'all friends with everybody. Y'all shouldn't have to pick a side. And I stand firm on that. But it's like at this point, now y'all want Destiny to pick a side. And y'all know that when it come down to it, from what she says, she's known Martell longer than all y'all. So that's the side that she's going to be on. But now you say she need to watch Destiny because she's friends with everybody. But I don't think that, I just find it to be real crazy that now we need to watch Destiny because she's friends with everybody. She been friends with everybody. Destiny been friends with everybody. This ain't nothing new. She been friends with everybody. She been running around here being cool with Martell despite the heinous ass shit he was doing. She was being friends with him long before all y'all fell out with him. She been friends with him and everybody else. So why is it a problem now? Because it don't fit what you want? Because you don't fuck with him now? She don't need to fuck with him? Please. And even though I side-eye this whole friendship with Destiny, because I couldn't imagine being friends with a bitch-ass nigga who did the same thing that his best friend did to you, and then you see him doing it to somebody else, and you don't really give a fuck because you don't like the bitch. It's crazy to me, but okay. You know, like, I just thought that was crazy to see him look at Tisha and say, you need to watch her. You need to watch this because she's friends with everybody. A friend to everybody is a friend to no one. Really? Really? So that's what we're going. So now we're going to question Destiny's friendship. Now, due to the fact that we don't fuck with Martell and we don't want nobody else to fuck with him now. That's what it's giving. Ooh, child. A mess. Okay. So we get to Chris and Nell. They're talking about Lance and Destiny and everything that went down with that, right? Chris asks Nell, does she think that Lance owes Destiny an apology, right? Nell says that she don't think that Lance owed Destiny shit. Now, I'm gonna say this. He kind of does owe her a teaspoon of a conversation. Just a teaspoon of a conversation. And I'm gonna tell you why. We dating, we hanging out, we getting to know each other, and I have to find out that you got a baby on the way on the internet. That's gonna make me look at you funny, because you ain't tell me that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're not officially a couple. We're not exclusively dating. We're getting to know each other. But why have to find out you having a baby on the internet? That would have threw me off. Like, I wouldn't have been like mad about it. I wouldn't have been mad or pissed or anything like that. I would have been caught off guard by the whole thing, because I'm thinking one thing and I'm thinking it, but something else happened. So if I'm trying to date you and you don't tell me something like that, then it's kind of like, you know, but I don't think I would have been mad. I just would have been a little bit like, why I had to find this out on the internet? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why you couldn't tell me that? You feel what I'm saying? So I think she deserved a teaspoon of a conversation. Not a heart-to-heart conversation, but just a teaspoon or something. That's what I think. I don't know. But that's when Nell was like, she said she didn't give him none, and y'all are men and y'all got needs, right? So my mama always told me, if you don't, somebody else will, and all this other shit. I'm like, oh, here we go with this Betty Wright, Shirley Brown thought knowledge. I know I'm finna go on a whole damn rant, but rest in peace to Betty Wright, but she made a lot of y'all females sound stupid as fuck. And I love Betty Wright, but she made the most chicken head ass anthems. You know what I mean? Like that whole After the Pain song. She said, having a piece of a man is better than not having no man at all. So I'm going to take what I got and I'm going to work with it. Girl, are you dumb? Don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man and he's doing the best he can. Don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man and he's doing the best he can. That's why I still love you like I do. Hey! Such a chicken head anthem. Boy, you still do me like you do. Like, stupid. Just stupid. Sorry, Betty Wright. I hope you rested in motherfucking peace, girl. I really do. But that was stupid as hell. But anyway, where we at? Where we at? So she talks about her conversation with Tisha and all this other stuff. And then she was basically saying that you know, the Martell, she said that, you know, the cheating rumors about her marriage really affected her marriage and stuff like that. So that's why she's tired of talking about it. And she said nobody has ever came to her with any proof about her husband. And so Chris was like, so the interview wasn't enough. And then she was like, apparently not, it wasn't enough. And then she said, but her and Tisha she's good with Tisha now. So we get into this stupid ass conversation with two bonehead ass niggas, and that's Martell and Maurice. Okay. Now Martell said that he anticipated this conversation because he already knew that he was gonna come and have a conversation with him after he fell out with Marcel. So he already knew that this was gonna happen already. He knew it was gonna happen. So Martell says that he's now taking Hot Plate seriously. He's taking her seriously now. And he says that marriage is one of his goals. Maurice says that Martell has had a rough couple of months, but Martell disagrees. Martell says that he doesn't like the negativity, but he felt that Tisha and Marceau kept coming for him. When did they keep? How is they constantly coming for him? Because then you come at them at that park. Ain't that's how this whole thing got back started up again anyway? Unless I'm missing something. I don't know. Martell said that he didn't want to put that interview out. He didn't really want to do the interview like that, but he wanted Marceau to apologize to him. And being that Marceau never apologized to him, he just felt like, well, fuck it then. The gloves are off then. I'm just going to put the interview out. You could have kept that interview, that lame ass, cheap ass, fake ass, Sally Jesse Raphael ass interview. No one cared about that shit. This shit came and fucking went. No one gave a fuck. You and your hot plate look dumb trying to do interviews and shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit look dumb. She look even dumber sitting up there with you. But you know, it is what it is, child. You know, whatever. Let me see where we at. So then Martell feels like Maurice should have stepped in and told Marceau not to be lying on him and not to be doing this and that. So then Maurice starts explaining what happened the night of the DUI. He claims he hit an animal dead in a tree. Martell then says that the gloves are now off, but Maurice says that the video that he posted was a lie. So then he said, what was the lie? And then Maurice said, you said that I was there and you said that I was having sex with this girl. Martell says, you had sex with her. Marceau had sex with her. I had sex with her. So Maurice said, so if you was there when I was fucking this girl, what does my dick look like? Bitch, I holler. Bitch, I holler. Because ain't no way you ask that man that. Ain't no way you ask that man that. Ain't no motherfucking way you ask that man what your dick look like. I personally don't want to know what your dick look like, Maurice. Like, I would probably want to know what Martell's dick look like before I want to know what yours look like, because you're not that attractive to me. Like, you're a nice looking teddy bear of a man, but I would prefer to look at Martell's dick than yours. But that's neither here nor there. That's my thirsty ass having a thirsty moment. But that's besides the point. However, I just feel like Maurice was like, that whole DUI conversation was full of shit. I probably would have laughed at his ass too, because that was just dumb. It didn't even sound believable. You trying to prove that you wasn't drunk. Bitch, you were drunk. Shut up. So Maurice denies having sex with the girl in the video. And then Martell challenges Maurice to sue him. Ain't nobody sued him. So I don't know. Just saying. So we get into Kimmy, Maurice, and Marceau. Maurice recaps the conversation that he's had with Martell. Kimmy looking at Maurice like he a damn fool because she tried to tell him that it was a waste of time trying to have a conversation with that young man. It was a waste of time, but yet and still you continue to have that conversation. You continue to push for that conversation, and the result that you got was the result that your wife told you that you was gonna fucking get. But okay, Marceau looking at him like, why you sit down and talk to this bitch ass nigga anyway? Like that was the look that they all was giving him. So Marceau is over it. Marceau is done with this whole thing. He don't care about Martell. He don't want to talk to Martell. He don't give a fuck about Martell. He'd rather not be in Martell's presence, to be quite honest. He just don't want nothing to do with him. And to be honest, I don't blame him though. Like, why would he want to have anything to do with him? All the shit that he been talking, all the shit that he been doing, I don't want to have nothing to do with his ass either. Just being real. Maurice says that Martell plans to do things just to hurt people. Duh! You think he been doing that? Why y'all acting like y'all slow? Why y'all acting like y'all slow and don't know that that's the type of nigga he is? That's my type of nigga. Ain't this what Glorilla told y'all? He's that type of nigga. Like, do y'all listen to music? I think Glorilla made that song for y'all. He that type of nigga. And he been that type of nigga for years. He been that nigga. And y'all know that. But y'all still want to play around and act like y'all don't know what type of person he is. But okay. Ooh, it's the lateness for me. Maurice says that, no, Marceau says Martell has always been this way. You fucking think? Now he's always been this way. See, y'all so stupid. Y'all so dumb. He's always been that way, but y'all forever sided with him on so much shit. But he's always been that way. He's always been that way. But even when y'all were having y'all issues and stuff, and he said the shit about the 20 women and all that other stuff, he been spraying you. And you still became friends with him again. And still sided with him again on shit. He been spraying you bitches. And y'all still sitting up here going up for the bullshit. But now he's doing it to y'all again. And y'all are not having it. But when he was doing it to everybody else, it was funny and all fun and games. Get the fuck out my face. I've been saying all that shit. I've been saying this. And there's some people out there that conveniently forgets that I've been saying this shit. But I've been saying that they're all fucking foolish to still be friends with Martell when he's sprayed every single one of y'all. So for Maurice, with his smooth top of his mouth, sit up there and tell them that this is how Martell has always been. Well, if this is how he's always been, then why the fuck were y'all cool with him for all this time, even after he sprayed you about your 20 women's, as Ms. Wanda would say? If that's the case. So what do you mean that he been this way? Y'all been fucking with him when he was that way. So what the fuck are you talking about? Ugh. I was just laying in my bed watching this shit before I did my review, and I'm just like, are y'all stupid or not? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, y'all sound dumb as hell. Like, all this, he been that way, he been this, he been that, and y'all been knowing that he been this way, he been that, and y'all want to sit up here and just act stupid like y'all don't see it. Like, get the fuck out my face. Like, all y'all motherfuckers stupid. And I hate that I'm doing all this cussing early on a Sunday morning, but it got to happen because I cannot stand stupidity. I can't take it seriously at all in the least bit because these motherfuckers is dumb. Like, for real. Anyway, moving on. Kimmy says, well, Martell is nice. He's nice. But when he's not, he's not. He's never been nice. Your dumb ass was the one that kept on calling him a good guy. Martell ain't never been nice. The fuck? He ain't never been nice. He been showed y'all his colors. Anyway, Marceau says that the thing that Martell wants is a fight, and I'm not about to fight with him. Marceau says that Martell has been off the rails for years. And I'm just like, he been off the rails for years, but y'all was okay with him being off the rails. That's the part I'm confused about. Y'all was okay with him being off the rails for years. Y'all still fucking with him. Ugh, girl. Okay. Maurice asked Marceau if he would talk to Martell. Marceau says no, and he's not interested in reconciling. I don't blame him. What I cannot stand about people is when they know you don't fuck with somebody and when they know you don't want nothing to do with them, they want to push this whole conversation on you. Can you talk to them? Can you talk to them? Can you have a conversation with them? Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do? I don't want to talk to that motherfucker. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to make amends. I don't want to reconcile. I don't want to be his friend. I don't want nothing with him. I don't want him to die, but fuck him. I don't care. I don't care to have a conversation with this nigga. Stop asking me to have one. All this talk about forgiveness and shit just irks me. Everybody don't deserve a smidge, a drop of your forgiveness. Not everyone deserves that shit. Not everybody. So get the fuck out of my face with this forgiveness talk and would you have a conversation and all this other shit. I don't want to have a conversation with this pickle nose ass bitch. I don't want to have no conversation with him. I don't want to have no conversation with his bald-headed ass. I don't want to have a conversation with him. I don't need to have a conversation with him about shit. Period. And that's the benediction. Stop forcing this conversation. Marcel said he don't want to talk to him. He don't want to talk to him. Now let me go back just a smidge. When Letitia and Marcel was having a conversation, when they were having a conversation, Letitia said that it's Nell and Trisha that says that they're not transparent. And I feel like this. I forgot to mention this. Trisha can't say shit about nobody being transparent when she done lied from the moment she brought a tight jaw ass on this damn show. How you gonna tell somebody that they ain't motherfucking what is it? How you gonna tell somebody that they're not transparent when you can even be transparent about how you know Martell and how you met him and how you was able to be around him and the shit you... How the fuck you gonna sit up here and say somebody else ain't transparent? Like, girl, if you get the fuck out my face. Please stop lying. Please get the fuck out my face with that bullshit. Like, please. Please. Some of you motherfuckers don't need to be talking about transparency. And Tisha, here's another thing too. Marriages need to be off limits, but girl, we're on a show named Love and Marriage Huntsville. Your marriage gonna get fucking talked about. So if you don't want your marriage talked about, get the fuck off the show. Y'all forget what type of show y'all on the zone. I'm just saying. I think marriages is off limits. No, the fuck it's not if y'all don't love and Marriage Huntsville. And we can't say marriages are off limits when everybody has talked about everybody else's marriage. Like, granted, Saints and Sinners and a Hot Plate Master put their own bullshit out there for everybody to discuss. Okay, they put their shit out there. Yeah, granted, they did. But yeah, they put their own shit out there. But y'all got talked about too. If y'all gonna sit up here, like my thing is, they put their shit out there for y'all to talk about and y'all discuss it as much as y'all wanted to. So it's kind of like this. If y'all gonna sit up here and talk about somebody else's shit, because if you really down for marriages are not to be talked about, then y'all shouldn't have been talking about anybody else's marriage either. In my opinion. That's how I feel. But you know, that's why I still love them like I do. Because, you know, people can't take it when it's done to them. But, you know. But, y'all, that is my review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I really do. I enjoyed doing it, honey. Okay, I enjoyed it. I told y'all this review was going to be one of those little lengthy reviews and stuff like that where y'all get between 40 minutes to an hour of a review. So I enjoyed doing this review. Like, but, you know, my whole mindset finna be gone because I got to get up and go to work. But I got to do 2 more videos before I go. So y'all gonna get y'all mini Yes for the Mess videos around like 2:30 or something like that. Y'all will get it then. But before we get up out of here, let me remind you guys that my book is coming out on September the 23rd. Make sure you guys pick it up. It's going to be on Kindle books as well as Amazon. Pre-order information will be available soon, so be on the lookout for that. If you like Zane, if you like to watch Love and Hip Hop or Basketball Wives, and if you like Girlfriends, this is the type of book for you. If you love urban drama, this is one of those books for you. So make sure you guys pick it up on September the 23rd. I at least want to make it to the top 80 of Amazon. That's all I need. I feel so accomplished if I do that. But that's besides the point though. Just letting y'all know that my shit is coming out. So with that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also what I say? Damn, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. But that's all. This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click click the like button and rate and do whatever, because I forgot what I said at the end. Fuck it. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Cause I know what I want. I guess I could pray to the man up above. Start a new path with unconditional love. I can build a new life out of this mess. Moving on to a place free from the stress. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. All of my life, and you know what hit the worst when it starts at the night. I'm the type of nigga shit that can speak for itself. See, I'm a bad little nigga with his heart as well. Say it best from the heart, so it beating is felt. Just a sense to see you smile, someone probably can melt with the cause is dealt, nigga. I was just wishing, can I be the only bad bitch that you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like?